Good morning, grade 5. Welcome back to the English class. How are you all doing today? So in the previous class, we learned the story Thenali, Rama and Babur. Today, we will see the exercise from the chapter. So before that, I hope you all have read the story once again. So let's move on to the exercise. So the first section is fill in the blanks, and there are 5 statements given there. Take it from the story. You have to fill in the blanks with appropriate words taken from the story. So let's see each statement one by one. Thenali Rama was known for his dash and dash. So Thenali was known for his wit and wisdom. So the answer here is Thenali Rama was known for his wit and wisdom. Now the second one, Babur, the Mughal ruler, invited Thenali to his court in Delhi. So Babur was one of the Mughal rulers. Third one, the courtiers cut off Thenali's jokes by dash. So the courtiers cut off Thenali's jokes by yawning. The fourth one, Babur and his minister would walk by the dash every morning. So we have seen in the story that Babur had a habit of walking by river Yamuna every day to give coins to the needy people. So the correct answer here is Babur and his minister would walk by the Yamuna every morning. Question 5. The old man was carrying a dash and a dash sapling. So what is the answer here? The old man was carrying a spade and a mango sapling. So I hope you are clear with all the answers here. Now the next section is answer these questions. And the first question is, you may note down these questions and their answers in your notebook. The first question is, why did Babur invite Thenali to his court in Delhi? So let's see the answer. Babur invited Thenali to his court in Delhi because he had heard of Thenali Rama's wit and wisdom. He decided to judge for himself whether all the praise for Thenali Rama was really justified. So I hope that is clear. Now let's see the second one. Why did Babur's courtiers not laugh at Thenali's jokes? Let's see. Babur's courtiers decided not to laugh at Thenali's jokes because Babur himself had instructed them not to laugh at the jokes. Now let's see the third one. Why did Thenali stop going to Babur's court? Let's see. Thenali stopped going to Babur's court because he had been going for 9 days to the court, and each day it was the same story. Whenever he began narrating his jokes to the emperor, the courtiers would cut him off by yawning. And that was the reason. Now fourth one, what reason does the old man give for planting the sapling? Let's see the answer. The old man gave a very good reason for planting the sapling. And he told Babur that he had tasted the fruits of the trees planted by his forefathers. In the same way, his grandchildren would someday enjoy the fruits of the tree he was planting. Now, let's see the fifth one. Why did Babur invite Thenali back to his court? Let's see the answer. Babur invited Thenali Rama back to his court because he was finally impressed by Thenali's intelligence. Now let's see the sixth one. What did Krishna Devaraya tell Thenali on his return? King Krishna Devaraya praised Thenali Rama and told him that he had done him proud. He said that he was glad that Thenali Rama was back. So children, I hope you are clear with all the questions and their answers. Now let's move on to the next section. It is section C, think and answer. So here a question is given. You read the question very carefully, and there is some space given in the textbook, and you can note down what you think about this question here in this space. So you do this as an activity now. Please pause this video, finish the activity and come back. Hope you are done with that. Now let me share my thoughts about this question. First let me read the question to you. What does Thenali Rama mean when he says a tree gives fruit once a year? But I am getting the fruit of my labor twice, Your Majesty. So what I think is that Thenali Rama meant that a tree gives fruit once a year. This is the reward that a person who plants the tree receives. But Thenali Rama is rewarded by Babur twice. To Babur's question as to why he is planting a tree as he is old and won't be alive when the tree bears fruit, he answers that he is planting the tree for his grandchildren. When Babur rewards him for this answer, Thenali jokes that the king had given him the fruit of planting the sapling even before it had grown. Babur was pleased and rewarded him again. So that's what I think about this question. Now, let's move on to the next section. It is the vocabulary section and it is about synonyms. And what are synonyms? Synonyms are words or phrases which mean the same or almost the same as that of the given word or phrase. So here a question is given. Substitute the highlighted words with suitable synonyms from the brackets and rewrite these sentences. So here you can see 5 sentences are given there, and in each of these sentences given there you can see a word is highlighted and 2 choices are given in brackets at the end of each sentence. You have to replace the highlighted word in each sentence with a suitable choice from the words given in the brackets. And there is a small correction in question number 3. In question number 3 it says she has a rigorous routine, and in the brackets you have the words tough or hardworking. Here the word routine is the highlighted word in the textbook, but the actual word to be highlighted here is the word rigorous. So you make that correction in your textbook and complete this exercise. You please do this as an activity now. Please pause this video, rewrite these sentences given here and then come back. Hope you are done with that activity. Now let's see the answers to these questions. So the first one, can you estimate the cost of this house? The word estimate is highlighted there and the choices given are guess and approximate. So which is the synonym for the word estimate here? Is it guess or approximate? So the appropriate synonym here is the word approximate. So using this word approximate, you have to rewrite the sentence yourself in the space provided in the textbook. So let's see the second one. Even at the end of the day, she looks energetic. And you have to find a synonym from either vital or lively. So which is the proper synonym here? The word lively. Now the third one, she has a rigorous routine. The choices given are tough and hardworking, and a proper synonym for the word rigorous here is tough. Now the fourth one, he proposed a venue for the picnic. The choices given are suggested or presented. So a proper synonym for the word proposed is suggested. Now the fifth one, the air pollution has reached dangerous levels. The choices given are wild or threatening. A proper synonym for the word dangerous here is threatening. So children, I hope you got all the synonyms correct. Now please make sure that you rewrite these sentences appropriately with these correct synonyms. Now let's move on to the next section, and here you are asked to complete the word web with synonyms of wit. So you have seen the word wit in the story. A witted person means a person who has an amazing ability to say or write words which are clever or usually funny. So here in this page number 53, we can see a word web. You have to find out the words which are related to the word wit, and then you have to complete the words given here by filling in the missing letters. So you may use a dictionary if needed, and you have to do this exercise as an activity, as a homework activity. So now let's move on to the next section of exercise, and this is the grammar section, and this is about subject-verb agreement. So we have learned about subject-verb agreement in our English reader, and here there is a question. Some of these sentences are incorrect. Tick the correct sentences and put a cross against the incorrect ones. So you can see a few sentences are given here. Now you have to make sure the subject agreement rules are followed here. You can see a few sentences are given here. You have to read out these sentences very carefully, and sentences which are correct should be marked with a tick, and those are incorrect should be marked with a cross. Now let's see each of these sentences one by one. She did not wanted to go to school. Is that sentence correct? She did not wanted to. Do we say like that? No. It should be she did not want to go to school. So that sentence given there is incorrect. So in that circle, you may put a cross. Now the next one, he have not completed his work. Is that sentence correct? No, the sentence is wrong. It should be, he has not completed the work, or he have not completed the work. With the pronoun he, she or it, we use either has or had. So the correct sentence should be either he has not completed his work or he had not completed his work. So the sentence given there is wrong. So you may put a cross in the circle given there. The next one, she went by bus. That sentence is correct. So you may put a tick in the circle given there. The next one, Barka and Amit goes to the same school. See, here the subject is plural, Barka and Amit. So there are two people, and when the subject is plural, we use the plural form of the verb. So it should be Barka and Amit go to the same school. Go is the verb here. So since the subject is plural, we should use Barka and Amit go to the same school. So that sentence given there is wrong. You may put a cross in the circle. The news is good. See, we have learned, even though the word news has got an S at the end, it may seem plural, but it is considered as a singular word. So the news is good is a correct sentence. So you may put a tick in the circle given there. Now the next sentence, my mother has gone to the market. Yes, that sentence is correct. So you may put a tick in the circle there. The next one of my classmates were praised in class. So here the subject is singular. One of my classmates. It's only one among my classmates. So the subject here is singular. And with singular subject we use the verb in the singular form. So instead of were praised, it should be was praised. So the sentence given here is wrong. You may put a cross there in the circle, and the correct sentence is, one of my classmates was praised in class. Now the next one, half of the books were sold. So half of the books means there are many books, and this is only half of the books. So the subject is plural and the verb here is also given in the plural form. The sentence is correct. So you may put a tick in the circle given there. Now the next section is to rewrite the incorrect sentences correctly. So in this exercise we have seen some sentences were wrong or incorrect where some were correct. So you have to rewrite the incorrect sentences correctly in the space provided here. You may do this as a homework activity. Now let's see the next section. It is the listening exercise, and here you have to listen for some details. Listen to an interesting passage about a hidden treasure and fill in the blanks. So I'll read out a passage to you. You have to listen to it very carefully, and while I read the passage, you may complete these sentences along with me. So listen carefully. So first you go through these incomplete sentences given here and then listen to the passage. So let me read out the passage to you. Once upon a time, the greatest treasure in the world was locked inside a chest. The chest was hidden in a cave that could only be found with the help of a map. A monkey found the key to the chest in a tree. An elephant managed to move a boulder which stood in the way. And a snake found the map under some stones. All of them tried to find the chest on their own without success. An owl realized this and gathered the animals together to work as a team. The animals took his advice, and after many adventures and difficulties, they managed to find the chest. When they opened it, there was just one single piece of parchment inside. It said that if they had got this far, then they had already found the greatest treasure in the world, that of friendship. The animals realized this was true, and they happily remained friends for life. So children, I hope you listen to the passage carefully. If needed, you may replay this video and listen to the passage once again and complete the sentences given in the exercise. So you do this as an activity now. So now let's check the answers to the sentences given there. The first one, the dash was locked inside a chest. So what was locked inside a chest? The greatest treasure was locked inside a chest. Second one, a dash found the key to the chest. So who found the key to the chest? A monkey found the key to the chest. Third one, and dash moved the boulder that stood in the way. Who was it? An elephant. Now the fourth one. A snake found the dash under some dash. A snake found the map under some stones. Now the fifth one. The owl advised them to dash. The owl advised them to work as a team. 6. When they opened the chest, they found a dash inside. What did they find inside? When they opened the chest, they found a parchment inside. Now seventh one, the greatest treasure in the world was that of dash. What was the greatest treasure? It was of friendship. So the greatest treasure in the world was that of friendship. So I hope you got all the answers correct. Now let's move on to the next section, and it is the speaking exercise. And let me read the question to you. Narrate an incident when you used your common sense and solved a problem. Share your experience with the class. So we have seen in the story Thenali, Rama and Babur how Thenali Rama used his common sense to win King Babur's heart, and how King Babur rewarded him 3 times seeing his intelligence. So if you ever have come across a situation where you used your common sense to overcome some problem, some situation, you may talk about it in this speaking exercise. You can talk about it to your friends or family, and you may record it and send it to teams. You may do this as a homework activity. Now let's move on to the next exercise. It is the writing exercise, and it's about error correction. Now here you can see a passage is given there in the textbook. You have to read this passage very carefully, and you have to look out for grammatical, spelling and punctuation errors. And then you have to rewrite this passage correctly in the space provided here in the textbook itself. So you can do this as a homework activity. So once you are done with all the activities or the homework activities, you may take a picture and send us through Teams. So children, we have come to the end of our English workbook, and we have already finished our English reader textbook. I hope you had a great time learning English this year. So let me remind you before we wind up today. You all can access the digital content that come along with the English reader using the token number given at the backside of your textbook. And also please check out My Earth Songs, which we can listen to in the My Earth Songs website. The details are also given in the textbook. So children, if you have any doubts from any chapters, you can send in your questions either through an email, or you can send in your doubts through text to the school WhatsApp number or through Microsoft Teams. So based on your questions, we'll post an interactive revision video in our school website. So children, see you all. Take care. Bye.